yourself.
Yes.
All the songs and the musical process. What is that musical process like for you guys with the songs? Like when you get them, are you allowed flourishes? Are you allowed?
So my dream was always to be a musical theater actor. I actually started as a musical theater, as a kid actor, and Equity was my first union, and I always thought that's what I was going to do. Then my voice never changed, so that wasn't the best thing for my musical theater career.
And then
my voice didn't change. Yes, bells on, at last we see each other plain. But I love the musical part of it. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do the show is because I knew both shows were going to be musical, and I've gotten to do songs, and I've gotten to do songs with like Broadway stars. So that's like, I'm like a fanboy when it comes to that. The process is amazing because Sam and Andrew, our writer on Has Been, and we have other writers as well on Helluva, are so amazingly talented, and they put these songs out so quickly, and each one is so different. And so I always sit in on the recording session of the music because I direct the show voice-wise, but I'm also there to make sure that the voice doesn't come, the character doesn't disappear in the song. Like we have to keep Alistair's voice in the musical thing, etc. Brennan and I have a duet.
We do. We sing. That's actually the only time since the pilot we've worked in the booth with each other.
Yeah.
And one of the only times in the show that's ever happened with any actors. We're usually very
You
separate.
recorded together?
We recorded together. Well, because it was. I don't want to. I can't spoil it. It was a scene that we had to have recorded it together,
or it wouldn't work,
or it would not have worked. So that was a very rare instance. I don't think I've ever done anything with anyone else for the show in the booth with another actor. I think that was the
We
only
did our
time.
pilot.
The pilot.
The old pilot, not the new pilot.
That was back when we thought the show wasn't going anywhere. We were killing kids
yeah,
left and right.
Yeah, it's just a vanity project.
It was a
just
vanity
YouTube.
project.
Who watches YouTube?
Yeah.
What is a YouTube?
What's a YouTube? The YouTube. That's what I call it. It's on the YouTube.
There's a butthole shaving video on YouTube.
Yeah, well,
have you seen it?
It's called Has Been Hotel. Oh,
Has Brown Hotel.
Has Brown Hotel. Yeah.
I'm Russ Mellon from the Directors. Good to talk to both of you.
Hello.
I've been asking a lot about what a has-been hotel Broadway would look like, but what does a hell of a boss Broadway look like?
Oh, the audience is going to be covered in blood by the end of it.
And would you guys do that?
Yes, because given my youth, I could get away with like red makeup and no one would know that I was 38 years old.
Yes. Let's go with 38.
Yes. I would love that.
Yeah, Richard and I would love it, mainly because we don't say no to anything.
Yes.
And
I've heard.
but also, we both come from, I started acting on a stage. Richard, we're both stage babies. And when you're a stage baby, no matter what you identify as later in this industry, screen actor, voice actor, whatever it is, you'll always be a stage baby. It's something in the blood. It's something, and most of the cast of Has Been are real stage babies. You can tell it feels like doing like a theater sleepover or something every time we're with each other. And it kind of is because they just throw us in the same hotel and give us alcohol and say, don't be crazy.
Oh, yes, that's true.
It's a biter.
Yeah. I'm a biter. BITER.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I would love to see that. That'd be great. I would love that. I would be there in a heartbeat. Although 8 shows a week
That's what they were saying.
is,
Erica.
like Erica, they are loving they probably told you they're loving the show and getting a break to go to the conventions and stuff because 8 shows a week is like your total commitment.
Yeah.
At my age, 38,
It's more like a 37.
well, I haven't been working. I've been working out.
Yeah.
I think that I could probably do it for maybe a 6-week run would be fine. I could do that, but it's your life when you're Bryce Pinkham. I went to see him in Little Shop of Horrors when I was in New York 2 years ago. And I waited afterwards to see him. He goes, I gotta go. I gotta catch the train back to New Jersey because it's a last train. And I was like, hey, bye. And then I saw him the next morning because I had flown back to LA in the booth on Zoom, and he had just woken up from, and then he had to finish with us and go do the show. But I'd like to give it a shot.
Yeah. Bryce is actually crazy. I don't know how he's the most busy, and he's also a full-time father and husband, and he does cons every weekend with I just don't know how he does it. He's made of concrete.
Millie, Vivian Nixon Williams, She's also runs her mom's dance academy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, her mom is Debbie Allen. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah. Her mom's Debbie Allen, and her dad is Norm Nixon of the Lakers, Storm and Norman Nixon.
Yeah.
And so Viv runs that dance academy, records with us, and then goes to conventions with us also. So everyone's...
And also has kids and a spouse
3.
to maintain.
And had been on Broadway.
Broadway people are nuts.
That's our general answer. Broadway people are nuts.
That's the quote.
Yes, the quote.
That's her opener.
Yes.
Well, since you were talking about how you guys are stage babies, that means basically in the booth, you're sitting out your own individual stage. How do you prepare for it? What do you bring in?
Coffee. You know what I've actually been doing?
Yeah, a brick of heroin.
I've been trying to have phone calls before I go in just to get my voice just buttered. You know, like I'll hop on the call on the way to this booth just so when I get there I feel like I'm like because I can hear sometimes even like in my own videos, or if I do a take or something where I woke up maybe a few hours before that and that's the first time I talked that day. Also, I've been learning vocal warm-ups from Richard, from Erica Lindbeck. I'm learning how to blow bubbles in a straw and a glass. That helps a lot. What do you do to prepare for?
I'm very lucky when I go in to record my stuff because I've been recording. I saved myself for the last person to record that day. So by the time I get to my record session, I've already recorded everybody. I know their read in my head. So I'm already warmed up because I read in character to whoever I'm recording. So if I'm doing, oh, Blitzy, I'll read it like Stolas to him. And so that's how I warm up.
Who reads? Does anyone read when you're reading?
No, because I know. Well, Viv will I'll go down the thing and
you'll just do your lines.
I'll just do my lines.
Yeah, because you know it.
I know backwards and forwards at that point. Yeah, that's why I wait to be the last one to record.
I'm kind of jealous. I wish I could just have that. I don't know how you do it. And for both shows too. I would have gone ballistic by now.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It's paid off, and I think hard work should pay off, and I think Viv and the group, everyone has really put their 150 million percentage into this show.
It's more of the hard work. Like Richard behind the panel, he looks like someone at a NASA like the control station, because he's talking to the engineers over here, and he's talking to the actor, he's talking to the writer. He's okay, all right. He just all these. I don't. It's insane.
And I'm circling takes.
It's like with you as a writer. What's the writer's room like that?
Well, it's funny. We just built an office and we replicated the IMP office. So the writer's room literally is the conference room from the show, and we meet there. We do our Uber Eats, and we have our box of Kleenexes for when scenes get too emotional or too horny, and we really just
both.
Sometimes both. Yeah. You need a lot of Kleenex, and not sponsored by the way. And it's really just a lot of idea throwing. It's and then we'll take an episode, we'll write it individually, bring it back to the table. We'll all do a group read, and then go down and do suggestions. Punch-ups. My main thing is the jokes. Even if I didn't have a hand in writing an episode, I still like to look at all of them just so I can, at least know that okay, this is as funny as it can be, or I think this is hilarious. But it's all we all agree on the same thing. There's never butting heads over a storyline. We all know what's best for the characters.
We were recording 2 days ago, and Brandon was in the middle of the line, and he goes, "You know what? I think this is a funnier ending." And then we just record it because, on the one when we did 2 days ago.
Yeah. There was. That one was nice though, because Adam, the one who wrote that episode, he gave us alts, and alts are always fun. But sometimes when you do the alts, you know which alt it's going to be. Sometimes you're like, that's the version you're going to want.
That's the one.
I want to squeeze in one last question for you guys. I know you can't say much about Hello the Boss season 3.
Yes.
But vaguely, what can you tease about? What you were able to do with your character that we've never really seen before in those upcoming episodes when we get to experience them.
Blitz's story, the show is going to be 4 seasons, and Blitz's story arc, a lot of our story arcs traverse those 4 seasons, right? So, season 3, that's in any story, that's beginning of the third act. That's when things are really starting to get intense.
Yeah.
And I can say that, like, if we look at all 4 seasons of the show as one collective story, season 3 is like seasons 1 and 2 are just setting up the bowling pins for what's going to happen in season 3, and I'm very excited to see how audiences react to it. It's one that I think is hits on all 6 cylinders. Compared to season 2, I think it's more dramatic, more funny, more everything. It's just
I think in both shows, in Hell of and Has Been, season 3 is the pinnacle seasons of the shows, of both shows.
You know more about. I only know Katie Killjoy's scenes. So
I know.
I don't know what happened outside.
He's like, in fact, he wants to call it. He doesn't even like calling it Has Been Hotel. He likes to call it the Katie Killjoy show.
Yeah, Katie Killjoy breaking the news and breaking those bras.
Yeah, Has Been. Yeah, he doesn't call it Has Been.
No,
he
I
just
thought
calls
it was the Katie Killjoy.
the Katie Killjoy.
It really
exactly.
is.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
really is. Oh my God. Well, I hope so. I love Katie playing. I want a scene where she falls in the water because I know she's buoyant. I know she'll survive. I'm excited about season 3. I really don't know much about it, so I'm
You might
excited.
not know. There's any shorts. So the shorts that keep it
Yes.
really great.
Yeah.
More of those maybe.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have more of
great.
those. We'll have enough to keep people satiated until we get to season 3.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Nice little
They're
bites.
fun, and,
Yeah.
and recording them is kind of fun too, because it's like a quick episode. Like, all right, let's do the next one. You can do a bunch of them.
It's just like a step away from our storyline a little bit sometimes. Yeah. Great.
Thank you.